Coming to you straight out of Jacksonville, Florida, it's the Brothers Banter.
All right, we're for real this time. This is take 4. This is take 4.
Take 4.
All right.
Welcome to the Brothers Banter. My name is Donnie.
My name is Brian.
And again, welcome. We
on this sleepy.
Man,
I'm just. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. Please excuse me. Hold your ears for just a second, because this is how I'm gonna get ramped up.
Oh gosh.
All right, can I just do this one
Yeah,
thing?
go ahead. You're gonna blow the speaker and everything.
Woo!
Golly, I should have kept that on.
All right.
Are you done?
No, let me do one more.
No, come on, that's enough. That is enough.
Here we go. Ready?
I'm gonna pump. Are you gonna do it? I'm gonna punch you in the
I'm
throat.
gonna get it ready. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah! All right, that did it. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready now. I think so. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm pumped now. Now I can actually feel my blood moving.
Oh
now.
my gosh!
I'm ready.
Man.
Let's do it.
I mean, that
Give us a hand. All right, thank you. All right, I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay.
So what's today's podcast going to be about? What are we talking about? What are we interested in? What are we going to do today?
I think we're going to talk about podcasting.
All right. That was, how long did it actually take us to get started? Because I know we talked about it for.
We probably started talking about it in July or August.
Really?
I think so. And then you started doing some research, and we were talking
because
about
we
a name, and then
because the first thing, watching all the research and everything else, you kind of want to get a decent sound down.
Yes.
Which is decent equipment. It don't have to be perfect right off the bat.
Off the rip.
But we ended up deciding on, now, hang on. So did we get the logo first and then the mics after?
Nope. Oh, the logo on the, well, we come up with a name first.
Yes. So.
And then we come up with a logo.
Okay. So to give credit where credit is due, Donnie come up with the logo. Now, we went over quite a few logos.
Oh, a bunch of them.
Quite a few names. Mm-hmm. Can you remember a couple of them?
Yeah, matter of fact, one of my favorite ones was the Sinner and the Saint.
The Sinner and the Saint, yeah.
But there were so many of them.
The Sinner and the Saint.
We're all sinners, buddy.
Yeah.
But
the Saint. You see this little halo around my head.
No, it's broken, rusted, and crooked. All right.
But,
so they don't know you outside of this mic.
But no, I actually really like that. And you know why we didn't go with that?
Well, you told me I came up with a picture. I came up with the name.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, we're just talking about the name first.
Yeah, but you said picture, so I just want to make sure we. Yeah.
So
I think you come up with the picture.
Yeah.
Of how you wanted to do it.
Yeah, well, I had
loved
a picture.
Ralph the Rap.
Yeah,
Ralph the
a
Rip.
picture. Well, when we finally decided, we probably went through 20 names.
Yeah.
I mean, playing around with the idea.
Yeah.
So.
Do you remember any more names?
Yeah. Well, no.
Because that was my favorite one was the Sinner and the Saint podcast.
Yes, and you know why we didn't go with that one?
Because there was so many people that had it one.
Yeah, and we didn't want to be like everybody else. Now, there are people out there that have something similar to what we've got, but there is no, as of yet, knock on wood. Is that wood?
Yeah, that's plastic.
All right. Well, something. Press wood because it kind of,
not. It's plastic.
No, that's wood. That's
We're getting off track.
Anyway, so, yeah. we didn't want to be like anybody else, and there is I think the bantering brothers banter, but there is no the brothers banter. There's not another one out there.
There's not even the brothers banter anything.
And I think that another reason why we went with this, there's something similar to ours, but they only had a couple episodes.
Oh yeah, so they can.
So yeah, so anyway, so that's how we come up with that. Finally come up with that. This was originally going to be the Sinner and the Saint for sure, because we were even playing around with the logo idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, we went from that. Then we went to the actual logo, which I had been flipping through trying to get ideas, and I had seen something similar. It was a guy. All you seen was half of his face, and the other side was black. You remember that?
Yeah,
I
we give credit to that guy.
Yeah, but I think it was just like a commercial.
No, it was Joey.
Who?
Honky Kong. Remember how his yeah.
No, that's not how we come up with it. I know we didn't. No.
Oh, okay.
No, heck no. No, it was a guy. Remember, I showed you a picture of a guy. Half his face was blacked, shadowed out.
Oh.
And I said, why don't we put our faces together?
Oh, okay. I mean, I remember that part. I just thought that was another guy.
I came up with that idea.
No, I'm not saying you didn't come up with the idea. The idea was great.
Rub my back, man. My back.
There's no physical touching.
Okay, so we come up half and half.
I'm on a Me Too kick right now. Don't touch me.
Okay, so we come up half and half. My wife put it together. We like the black background.
Great job.
Yeah, we gotta kind of straighten it up just a little bit, but it got us to get us started, because we do want to have shirts, hats.
Yeah, we're gonna do some merch here soon.
Yeah, so we come up with that, and we wanted something, name wise, that color that kind of stood out. That's kind of we went with like a fluorescent, I guess, like a fluorescent reddish color. Is what kind of was the way it originally started.
Yeah, more so burnt orange.
Yeah. So we started with that. Once we did that, then we went to the mics, right?
You got your mic first. Oh, you mean our original mics?
Yes, the original mics.
Yes.
So we got and I don't know the actual proper name, but it is Audio Technica ATR 2100. I think that's it, which is a real popular go-to pod mic that
a lot of people use that.
And it's like your starter. It's not the best, but it actually has really good sound.
It does, yeah. You're right about that. It does. And I used it even after you got your mic.
Yeah.
Your Rode pod mic.
Yep.
And I was jealous as I could be, but
I didn't do it for that though.
I know you didn't. I was still jealous. I mean, because it's an awesome mic.
Well, that was. Now, hang on. Now, we actually got before we got that. So let's try to go in order as we did it. That way, if everybody.
You got that.
Okay, so we had our regular mics. Then I started bringing in the GoPro for pics.
Yes, and we use this for
sound,
the sound and everything.
Yeah, we used the GarageBand.
Yep.
Editing.
Yep.
So we had that already. So there's a lot of things. Actually, we were fortunate that we actually had already in play.
Yeah.
It was stuff I had at the house that we weren't really using. I was using, but on and off. It wasn't constant. Now everything I've got has been used drastically. It's like it went from day to night. And now the laptop's saying, now this is what I'm talking about. But so we had that. Then shortly after we were taking pictures for a couple weeks, we did the Facebook website type thing. The Buzzsprout. Now we had to get that as well. We had to pick a platform. We done a lot of research on platforms.
Anchor was first.
Was first.
But did we ever use Anchor at all?
For the very first episode.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it was released, but we automatically took that off and started with Buzzsprout. The reason we went with Buzzsprout is because Buzzsprout's one of the first podcast platforms that's been out roughly 15 years.
Yep.
But, there's nothing wrong with Anchor. The reason I was going originally with Anchors because one of my YouTube guys I listen to, Casey Neistat, was using that for him and his wife, but I think they only had like 5 or 6 episodes on that. And I believe Anchor is owned by Spotify. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's something to do with that. So then we went with that. We had to put the logo. We had to put all the information, what we were about. You had to put all that information in Buzzsprout. And I can remember, man, our first episode, I can remember recording it because I didn't know. I was mainly starting podcasting also just for me to kind of come out of my shell.
Right.
I think I have a little bit, right? A lot?
Exponentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
almost where I want to put my finger on your head, just push
it's something that we both wanted to do, though.
in that shell just a little bit.
I really wanted to do this for sure.
Oh, most definitely. We talked about it since we started back working together.
Yeah.
And it's just something that, really, I don't know if you remember or not, the suggestion I had at the very first was shooting the shiz.
Yep.
And then,
that was the actual first name.
Yeah. That I suggested. We never went with that, but then you started doing research and there was already
stuff out.
A bunch of them out there. So, but I've been talking about that. I legit been talking about a podcast outside of me and you for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And then, you just made it happen. Pretty much. You think about it, you started doing all your research. And I'm thankful that you did what you did and we're able to do this because I think otherwise I'd still be talking about it. Be quite honest with you. So I got to give you a pound for that.
That's really, a lot of people, think about it. A lot of people have these ideas or things they want to start and never do it because they don't want to, they're maybe either scared to do it, scared to try it. Because a lot of things, think about it. You don't really know how to do it, so we kind of tend to stay shy on that type thing.
Right.
So we went ahead and said, we're going to try it. We're going to see how it is. And I can tell you, the first recording was a little bit harder than what I thought it was going to be. You remember that?
Yeah.
You could probably tell.
Our content was not horrible, but it wasn't great. Listen. To start a podcast, and if anybody ever has the gumption to start one, everybody has something to say. Everybody. So everybody has a story.
You always have haters.
You do have haters, but you know what I say to haters?
Yeah, but haters sit back and always watch their dreams pass them by and never do anything about it.
They do, but everybody has something to say. Everybody has. And I'm not saying everybody has something to say bad about anything. I'm saying that everybody has a story. And I think that everybody should tell their story somehow, some way, and I would love to hear stories from people.
Sure.
Our next step, we were talking about this the other day, is to have an interview.
Yep, have interviews.
Is to interview.
I'm all about that.
Interview somebody. And, that's a step for me because, one, I'm going to have to do some research on that person. You know what I'm saying? You got to know everything about the guy you're interviewing. I know we're off on a rabbit trail right now, but so that's all I'll say about it.
Do you know when we mentioned that we've got a podcast, do you know what the first question everybody asks us? Just about, almost without fail. What do you talk about?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Everybody asks.
Yeah.
So what do you talk about? Well,
what's your content?
Yeah, exactly. And we're not nailed down to one thing like politics.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't want to be limited to one thing.
I don't either, and I typically don't want to talk about politics because I'm going to get ramped up. My blood pressure's going to go up. I'm gonna start feeling that.
We have considered it.
That hate. We have considered it, but I want to shy away from that. I don't know.
I think this puts us in a better free mood.
Yes, I think so.
Because
the music is chill too.
I'm actually liking it a lot. To be quite honest with you.
Music is. Let him hear it for a little bit. Let's
little something.
Yeah, a little something. That's what I'm talking about right there.
It's kind of making your day right there.
Yeah, that is. Matter of fact, I might have to download me some jazz. I might have to get me a jazz station on my Spotify and listen on the way home.
So, the content. We come up with content pretty much every week.
Yep.
And then I really and truly. So we go on content.
Yeah,
so
we're
obviously
good.
everybody does ask about that. Then, so we did move up to the Rodecaster or Rodecaster Pro. This is actually pretty amazing. This just so happens the wife got a little bit of a bonus. We got a little bit of a bonus at one time, and I had some money saved up, and I was able to get this. Now you don't have to have this.
Nope.
To start off podcasting.
All you need is
all you need is
a
this.
high-end cell phone.
That's it.
And a mic. Our mics, these will plug in straight to a phone.
Yep.
All right. You don't have to have this style connector. What do you call this?
LXR cable.
Yeah. He's a tech guy. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, most of the content we talk about. Everything, the skits, I got to give credit where credit's due. Brian does, I'd say 99.9% of it. I give ideas, he gives ideas, he takes those ideas, and he creates the stuff.
Do you remember what episode we started that on?
5. Wasn't it 5?
I can't remember, but I can remember the very first skit. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that one. Because that's probably the hardest we've ever laughed. And I'm going to tell you why. What is the main thing that you know, if I smell something, if I think something.
Yes. Yeah, that was.
It's a wrap.
Yep. That was.
What you hear on that one.
Not knowing how to wipe your butt.
For some reason, I got that image in my head. And once that happens, what you heard as far as recording on that one, that was legit. That was legit gagging.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was all right, man. That was a good. That was a good day.
And then we had a series of shooting each other, and Donnie was kind of feeling insecure. Man, are you really want me shot? Or I mean, what's going on here?
So our content, like I was saying, Brian does his magic, and does a very good job on everything he does with that.
So our next piece of content, or our next piece of equipment, we just recently, since episode 20, we got the Canon, Canon Rebel T6i. It's a good camera. It's not a high-end camera, but it's a good camera. You can actually we can actually see us talk.
Exactly. I mean, listen, we've been blessed to have had stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And
not everybody gets to, but
I was able to get a portable recorder.
Yep.
You don't need one. Now we've yet to use it because we just haven't been like on the road.
That's actually how a lot of people start out their podcast, is with a H4 or an H6 Zoom recorder.
I got the H6. Did I get the H6?
You got the H4.
H4.
Yep.
H4N recorder, portable recorder.
And a lot of people, that's all they have.
Yeah.
They have that. They have microphones. And they have this.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
I mean, we'll use it when we go out. If we ever do a podcast, on site, like at a restaurant or something like that. Maybe one day we'll do it at Chubby's and try their hottest wings.
We as we go and as you're doing podcasts, you tend to get ideas more and more as you go.
Oh yeah.
Your mind creates new ideas, and as we're going each level, we didn't know exactly when, but we knew that we were wanting to move on to YouTube.
Yep.
And when
we had
the original goal was 25 episodes.
It did not go 25?
No, it went 20. We started.
Oh no,
at 20.
It was 20. I thought 20 was our goal.
I thought it was 25 originally,
but could have been.
But it was just happening at the right time, and made things happen. One thing, going back to the platform, Buzzsprout, I can tell you it is affordable.
Very.
You do. You have to do some research. I'm not gonna lie and say all this. Everything that I learned how to do, I was like trial and error. I was on YouTube watching videos, and that's how I do it. So if I'm editing, I'll do that little piece. I'll rewind it back a little bit and watch it over and over and over until you get used to it. Once you get used to it, you sit there and do it over and over. Repetition
becomes a habit.
It becomes a habit.
Yep, big time.
But Buzzsprout, going on the website, they have our content. They have all of your. It tells you as far as who's downloaded, not necessarily person name, but by city. And we're going to actually talk about that the next episode. But they have it by city, by state, by country. They've got stats, as far as each, individual thing goes. And I'm pretty happy with Buzzsprout. I'm actually, it's interesting to have.
Yep.
And then after we did that, after we got the camera, after we got YouTube, we had Facebook before YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube was last.
Okay. Yeah. So, and that's not the last thing we're going to do. Our next goal is to start doing interviews, just like Donnie said. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I have a curious mind to ask a lot of questions anyway.
Yep.
And I'm really excited. Don't matter who it is. We don't have to have a celebrity to get a good, interview out with.
Not at all. Just an everyday schmo, man. That's and the main thing about having a podcast is have fun, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy what you're doing. You're not gonna hit a home run every single time.
True.
We
learned that.
Yeah, we did learn that. I remember we scrapped one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was probably all my fault.
Well, we did that one, and don't forget the one. You remember when we changed locations? Right here.
Yeah.
When we changed locations, sound and everything went out the door.
Yeah.
So you do want to try to keep into an enclosed area.
Yep.
But that was a nightmare that night.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So have fun. Man, do your thing. Don't.
If you have a podcast, we'd love to. Send us a message. Send us, some info, even through either YouTube. You can make comments either through Facebook or even Instagram. We're on Instagram as well. And
Brothers Banter.
Yeah, and we do have a couple podcasters. We just got another one yesterday.
Oh, did we? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so we have podcasters listening to us, and I'm all for that.
Yep.
Kind of like building a little community.
Of course. Yeah, I'm all about it, man.
Creators, and it's awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first got started, and if you are somewhat of a introvert. Now, Donnie thinks I talk his ear off. It's only because I know Donnie. If I didn't know you, I would be more subdued. Is that a good?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Okay, so I'd be more, laid back. I wouldn't really speak until I got to know you. Then I rattle your ear off. Now, and that's the same thing. It kind of happened with this podcast. At first, we had a lot of and you remember that?
Yeah. I still say every now and then.
But our parents were like, we're starting here,
shut up.
Yeah, we're trying, but we're
Yeah,
scared. You're putting too much pressure on me.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, our friends and family have been our biggest supporters. You know, people that we've known for a long time, and we appreciate that. It has been a huge outlet for me, man, and you know, I appreciate you doing it with me. You know what I'm saying? I do. I do, man. It's something that I look forward to.
It's our thing.
Every single day.
Yeah.
That one, we do them. Two, Mondays and Thursdays when they drop, I get to listen to them on the way to work.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes on the way home from work, I'll listen to it again. It's just, man, I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next step, and then that next step, and then that next step, and
we're slowly building it.
yeah, big time. And we just appreciate every listener and viewer out there. And y'all don't even know how much we appreciate y'all. I wish y'all could just get a gauge on the appreciation we have for you guys.
One thing that we didn't throw in there is our. Do you call these props like backdrop prop?
Well, yeah, I mean we've definitely improved our backdrop.
Yes.
You know,
and we it kind of was weighing on us a little bit for a while.
Yeah,
and then we finally had some ideas on what to do and how moving forward, and it's
and
worked
you know
out.
What? Look, it may change again.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you want to know my favorite one is that USA, the one with the 50 stars, the stripes, the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Our love of our country. Yeah, that's our favorite.
That is big time. I mean, you know, we're Americans first, and you know, Italian American and Irish American second.
So we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So
thanks for listening.
Yeah, we definitely thank you for listening. Don't forget, now we are on Facebook. We're on Buzzsprout. We're on Instagram.
Yep.
And we're on all the major platforms. You know, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher. I mean, I can't even name them all because there's some now that's coming up, and I don't even know how it's got on there. If you do go to our Facebook,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, it's stuff that I didn't apply for, but we got.
Tell me about that whenever we wrap this up.
So, you know, all you have to do is go on our website, and it's The Brothers Banter Podcast, and that's on Facebook. And as you scroll down and you see like different releases, all you have to do is click on that release, and it will take you to that page to listen or to Facebook.
View. Yeah.
I mean,
or YouTube.
I'll get it right in a minute.
One day.
Yeah, I'll try. So we appreciate you listening.
Yeah, definitely. My name's Donnie.
My name is Brian.
We are out.
Peace.